Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Ability Talks with Elizabeth Patterson. Today, I am honored to have Mr. Benjamin Kuffour, or Mr. Ben Kuffour, as my guest today on our episode on co-parenting with disabilities. Mr. Kuffour is a lifetime teacher. He's a husband, a parent to a daughter with special needs, autism specifically. And I am privileged to have had the opportunity to have worked with him as a founding board member of my nonprofit, the Girls Education Initiative of Ghana. Mr. Kuffour, welcome so much. Welcome to this episode. Please, if you don't mind, introduce yourself.
Oh, I think I am Isiama Kuffour, or Ben Kuffour, as you say. I'm a retired educationist. I worked with GES. My last place where I taught was at Chimota School. I taught chemistry. Then I was also national resource person with science education unit. And also Center for Distant Learning and Open School. I was also a curriculum developer. The current curriculum that is being used in the secondary schools, I was part of the team for chemistry, I was part of the team that developed it. And more importantly, I am a father of a child with autism.
Excellent. So you're a father with a child with autism. Yes. I have known the family since, I think, 2014, 2015. Exactly. It's an honor to have been part of your journey in any small way. So when I don't know if I should call her Sister Mary or Auntie Mary, but when Mary came on, we talked about the journey and her as an educator and having two boys, right? You have two boys, all not on the spectrum, and then your daughter just happens to be autistic. Can you tell us a little bit about how you took it when you got the diagnosis that your daughter Nanaya is autistic, and how you came to accepting the diagnosis, if you accepted it. I think at this point, if you haven't accepted it, then it's a little late. How that whole process, if you could tell us a bit about that.
Yes, but just before we had the diagnosis, we had a Peace Corps friend of ours, visiting us, and after interacting with Nana, she said Nanaya was showing signs of autism, and we said, "What is that?" Because I had never heard that word before.
Okay.
So she came to Oxford Street. That time, internet was not common. She came and Googled, got some materials for us. Then I read it and I said, no, this one cannot be true. I reject it. So, as usual. Then later, a colleague of ours who was also having a similar challenge said she had some breakthrough with a speech pathologist in opposite Koko Clinic. So we rushed there, trying to see if we could also get the magic pill. So we got there, and she told us, your daughter is showing signs. Then I said, autism. He said, oh, have you heard of it before? I said, yes. Somebody told us. They said, yes. I mean, the signs are there. But, so she asked us to see one Nanapia Owusu. I mean, to have a second look. In fact, the journey back home was a very difficult one.
I could imagine.
Quiet.
I could imagine.
Quiet. throughout the journey, I was driving. Mary was by my side, but we were not talking. I was quiet throughout. But in my mind, a lot of things were going on. I mean, I was really disappointed and mixed with fears of the future. And of course, then I would say, oh, no, I will not accept this. It may be probably a mistake. Then the thinking will come back and say, but this is the second confirmation. So it cannot be a mistake. In fact, these thoughts were going on through my mind till we got home. Yeah. So I was really, really disappointed. Yeah. Really disappointed.
So I just want to interrupt for a quick second. You're a lifetime educator. You mentioned you used it at Achimota. Very learned man. But I wonder, prior to Nanaya, had you heard of autism?
No.
Before? Okay, it's not something that you tested.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Even when we saw the signs, we sought help from one medical facility. I don't want to mention the name.
Okay.
And
it's okay.
And the pediatrician was telling us that it's a delayed speech, so we could enroll her in a mainstream school, or should I say, in a school. And as she interacts with the children, the speech will come. So even the specialist who is a how will I put it? Who is a pediatrician? Could not.
Not identify.
Yeah.
So as you were talking before, you said, no, I will not accept. I will not accept it.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate a little bit more on what it was that you would not accept?
It was talking about the child may need help throughout her life. She may not be able to speak. She may be non-verbal throughout. And then I said, no, this I will not. Because I had dreams. I had dreams for my daughter. Yeah. And this is not what it means, that my dream is going to be lost. Yeah. So I said no.
So you had dreams for your daughter. Can you tell us a little bit about the dreams that you had? I know you have very intelligent, very accomplished. And then your one child, your one girl, your daddy's girl, if I may, autistic. Can you tell us about the dreams that you had?
I had opportunity of, schooling at the University of British Columbia. And when I came back from Canada, all the properties I came with were books. So I came with quality books from, in chemistry. And I must say that these things helped me. And so when I came, I was thinking that I was going to, when we had Nanaya as our daughter, I thought I was going to train a chemist, her to be one of the best chemists Ghana has ever seen.
Wow.
And to be told that she may not be able to even write her name, how much more to write a chemical symbol and also to balance chemical equation. It was, I was really quite disappointed. Yeah.
Wow. So that's I know that your son became a medical doctor at I think 16 or 17. So I'm sure that you also wanted the same thing for your daughter. But let's talk a little bit about how you came to accept Nanaya's diagnosis, and if it had any impact on the family dynamics, whether the four of you or extended family, if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah. In fact, when we got a confirmation that she was having autism as a family, we decided that then we have to do our best to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked Mary to stop work
Okay.
and join.
She was a teacher,
She was,
right?
yeah, she was a teacher.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
asked her to stop work
Mm-hmm.
and join Nanekria Wusu
Mm-hmm.
to learn more about how to manage them, so that we will apply it. I mean, on Nanaya.
And Nanekria is the founder of Awawa too, right?
Awawa too, yes, yeah, and a speech therapist. Yeah.
Yes.
And so, as a family, we saw this as a shared responsibility, and that everybody will do his or her part to ensure that we help her. And that is what families are for. And so, I mean, the siblings, that's the boys, I mean, we're doing their part. I mean, taking her for walk and interacting with her, because we are told that when they interact with, should I say, children with their peers, then the speech will come. So they will have to do more interaction, I mean, play with her and so on and so forth. I was supposed to then, because Mary's income has now been taken away, I had to do a whole lot of work.
A whole lot more.
I had to, yes. So I had to take on part-time work, doing part-time in schools like the International, Penfield, which is also another school at Oyarifa. Where's my phone? Switch it off. At Oyarifa. And so I was doing about 3 part-times outside.
Wow.
I mean, my school.
So pardon me, back when we met, all the pressure that I was giving you to actively contribute to the board, I didn't realize that you were doing all this. Like, you were doing your main job with Achimota, and then you were doing 3 part-time jobs. So pardon me.
I was even doing more than that, because I was being used in what is it? I was being used as a national trainer of trainees, because I was training teachers across the country. I mean, in science, integrated science, and in chemistry. And so I was attending workshops, I mean, training teachers across the country. So I was doing more than that.
You're very busy. You're very busy. So, extended family, when you met Mary, right?
Yeah.
As a young, I think 20-something-year-old, correct me if I'm wrong, and then you all fell in love. The expectation is you would have children, and then you have 2 great children or 3 great children, right?
Yeah.
How did the extended family society accept or receive Nanaya?
Oh, they were all concerned. I quite remember my mother and her sister visited us, and they were concerned. One, they were asking us to directed us to some pastor.
Of
that
course.
they feel, I mean, we should consult to see if she could help. So they were all, I mean, concerned about, I mean, her situation. And I must say, my community, when we made our friends and teachers aware that we had such a situation, I mean, they were all concerned. I quite remember one day Nanaya got lost, and the whole community was, I mean, looking for her. So you can imagine, because she was non-verbal. And how was she going to say, I mean, tell them, I mean, the parents' name, the bungalow number where she was living, and so on. So everybody was concerned. And later we found her in our music department.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that Nanaya really enjoys music. I've seen videos of her dancing, and music is where she goes to zone out. But I'm just taking it back to the first time when I came to visit. I think she was in the backyard collecting something. And then as we were talking, she came in, I think it was rocks or like from the backyard. And then she came in and then placed everything very meticulously in front of all of us. And the unfortunate thing is she couldn't really talk to us about what she was doing and what she had collected.
Exactly.
Share some of the experiences. I think that's called stimming, right? Or the stimming is when they have the repeated actions to try to communicate. So can you share some of your experiences with a nonverbal daughter and how it affects you as a father and co-parenting with Mary and your family, how that if it affects you, how it affects you. I can't imagine that it doesn't affect you.
Oh, it affects.
Trying to communicate with her and she trying to communicate with you, but it's just the voice is not coming through, or
the voice was not coming through.
It's not expressing.
Yes, I think somebody would say that if there's one thing that she has taught me, is looking at the world through her eyes. Because
beautiful.
Before this, I didn't know that there were some people who process information differently from the way we process information. So as far as Nanaya was concerned, of course, she had sensory processing challenges. She will sometimes, block her eyes with the fingers. And so I didn't understand this initially. So as a traditional man, I was thinking, hey, is he seeing some ghosts? Sometimes she will also block the ears with there's some ghosts talking to her. But I didn't know those things. I didn't understand those things initially. It's until when we started, reading a lot, that we got to know that all these things are sensory. And she used to spin. She used to spin. And she was not also potty trained. And so you could imagine she could just release herself even on bed in any part of the room. So that was a challenge. And she could not, the little vocabulary, initially she was having some vocabulary. But she started losing all the vocabulary and she lost everything.
Okay. So at what point did she have some vocabulary?
Yeah, but between age 3 and 4, she started losing all the vocabulary. But she was initially, she could ask for water, she could, request certain things. Yeah. But between this age brackets, she started losing all this. Yeah. And that was what even got us worried. And we started, we went to the hospital to seek this, and we were told that it was a delayed speech and we should enroll her, and that as she interacts with the children, the speech will come.
Wow. So I recall, I think Mary and I coordinated to take Nanaya to see my doctor. He's a neurologist, the Reeling Clinic.
We are grateful for that. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
It opened a lot of opportunities for Mary and also the what do you call it? Hey, Nanaya. So we are grateful. We are grateful.
You're very welcome. But I remember prior to the visit, I think the morning of us leaving, I think we left around like 4 or 5 a.m. because it's a 3-4 hour drive from New York to Vermont. So we left very early in the morning, and the entire time that they were with us at the house, Nanaya, as you said, is nonverbal. She has a few words now that I've been able to observe from the videos. But as we were leaving, she suddenly said, "Oh, so," and which means she's peeing, right?
She's
peeing. Yeah. So when she said that, the way all of us were so happy, so
Happy.
excited to have her
Exactly.
voice push through, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know her well. I didn't know the family well, but
Yeah.
in the time that she was with us, I think all of us were really doing our best to engage and communicate. And then this early morning, as we were all trying to flee for the car, she says,
Yeah.
"Arjun," and I don't know how does it make you feel when you see her journey from a completely nonverbal, like toddler,
Yeah.
to now she's
Yeah.
22,
Yeah.
and she's able to express herself in a few sentences or some sentences, and also to be able to work. She has meaningful work. Maybe it's not the kind of work that you were hoping for her, but to be able to do meaningful work, especially within this Ghanaian context where these kinds of things are not even accepted.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we are excited, and as you were talking, there was an instance where anytime I come back from work, I'll come and sit down and ask the brother to come and untie my shoe. So one time when I sat down and I was about to call the brother, she just walked to me and said, "Me, Pabwa." Hey, I got excited.
Wow. Wow.
And from that day, it became her regular routine. Anytime I came back, she would come and she was doing it religiously with joy. And the community program she's having with Kempinski, I must say that I want to use this opportunity to thank them for this opportunity. We are grateful. In fact, there are societal labels, and for us to get an institution like them to give her a space to also contribute to society is something that beats our understanding. We are grateful.
So we applaud companies like Kempinski, and I think the others trying to also make inroads to be inclusive, to also serve as
Hello.
inclusive
Hello.
as possible. Or
Hello.
our special needs. Yeah, are you able to hear me? Hello.
No,
are you able to hear
you
me?
went off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I think there was a call coming through. So I'll start over. I think the statistic is that there are 1.2 million people out of the Ghanaian population, now 32 million, right? Like about 10% of us are people with disabilities or special needs. And it blows my mind that workplaces, environments don't really include people with special needs when they're recruiting. And I would say this to policymakers, people who employ us all. There's a lot that we're losing, right? Just like economically, there's a lot that we're losing just by not focusing opportunities for people with special needs or disabilities. I was talking to a mother today, just engaging with her. I think her child has cerebral palsy. She was talking about how she was able to get her son work at some printing press, and then somebody entered the printing press and saw the son and just barged out of the door. Refused not to come back. So we've kind of touched on the social stigmas, but as a father of a daughter on the spectrum, I'm wondering how is it for you if you're seen publicly with your daughter? How does it affect you if you see how the looks, the people's comments, how do you navigate that?
Oh, I don't have a problem at all. In fact, I'm proud. I'm proud to walk publicly with her. Even before she became a superstar, Now she's a
And
superstar.
that's,
So
yes, yes,
when
that's
you are
she is.
working with her, it's like
Mhm.
you yourself have
I mean,
become a
you're the
celebrity.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Yes,
But the
yes.
point is that if we as parents cannot accept our children with special need, who do we expect to accept? So
Exactly.
it begins with us. We must
Mm-hmm.
accept the child's situation and
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't feel shy to
Mm-hmm.
say, this is my daughter. After all, it is not a disease.
Mm-hmm.
It is just, it's not a disease. It's, I mean, differences in the way we process information and the way they process information. That is
Yes.
what makes us different. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, if you look at it, everybody is different. There's no two human beings that are, what do you call it, alike.
Exactly.
We are all
Yes.
different. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and for that matter, well, for me, I feel proud working with her. And I think that parents ought to be proud of their children. It is not because of any fault of theirs that
Mm-hmm.
the child finds herself. It's a neurodevelopmental disorder or a condition. And so it is not
Mm-hmm.
caused by, the fault of, you as a parent
Mm-hmm.
or some sin that you have committed or any other thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's nothing to be shy about. And I think that for parents, we must be advocates of our children.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, we ought to first show acceptance. And
Mm-hmm.
if we accept our child, then
Mm-hmm.
by extension, the society will also accept them. Mm.
I really think that's very powerful. If we accept our child as they are,
Yeah,
society
yeah,
will also accept them.
yeah.
Talked about the sins that it's not our fault, right? It's not our own sins. I remember when my car accident happened, which
Mm-hmm.
it was not my fault at all. It was not my
Yeah,
parents. It was
exactly.
nobody's. I want to say it was nobody's fault,
Yeah.
but some of the things that people were saying to my parents, oh,
Mm-hmm.
like I want to speak tree. I didn't know I didn't know yeah,
Oh.
and got into this situation. Just to translate, what did you all do that only your daughter or your
Uh-huh,
child
uh-huh,
is the one
uh-huh,
that's in
uh-huh.
this situation? So if you could elaborate a little bit more on some of the sins that people accuse you of, why Nanaya came to be who she is.
You
I don't
see,
know if you.
yeah,
Yeah.
culturally, there are a whole lot of cultural, misinformation.
Mhm.
Something that, and that is why you see a lot of men run away from,
Mhm.
this autism thing. They
Mhm.
think that the mother, was unfaithful, and
Mhm.
that is the cause of
Mhm.
the child's condition. That is one
Mhm.
misinformation, one myth that has
Mhm.
been going on. And so, if in a typical traditional home, the
Mhm.
father will abandon the
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 family.
child and
Mhm.
the family because
Mhm.
because you were unfaithful. That is why
Mhm.
it has resulted in this. So go
Mhm.
away with your daughter
Your
or your
first
child.
child, whatever they want
Uh-huh.
to call. Yeah.
This is one of them. Others who
Mhm.
think that, you committed some sin, and as a
Mhm.
result, God is punishing
Mhm.
you for that. I
But
mean,
that's it.
yeah.
Right. Hmm.
So, there are
It's
some
please go
cultural
ahead.
misinformation, or should I say, myth that
Mhm.
surrounds some of these things, and that is
Mhm.
why
Mhm.
sometimes uh, some parents feel shy
Mhm.
in letting people know that they even have children. Yeah.
Mhm. So hmm, it's quite unfortunate that we are in the 21st century
Yes.
And in the 21st century, so many of us still associate or connect disability with traditional views. It's
Yeah.
really, really unfortunate. I
Yeah.
know of families that they lock up their disabled children because they don't want the stigmatization of and all the things that you talked about. What did you do in order to get
Yeah.
this cursed child or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I think we're about wrapping up. I would like for you to advise us as a society, as a Ghanaian society, and especially men who co-parent with women of children with disabilities. Anything that you want to advise us on, and how, from your experience, we could do better and be better.
I want to say, one, to the community, that autism is not a disease.
Mm-hmm.
Two, and for that matter, it's not contagious. And therefore, when you interact with a person with autism, it will not be transferred to you or your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two, if you are a parent having a child with autism, please seek help, because early intervention is a key. And there are some of the pathways that results in some of the characteristics that they show. Some of the children, early intervention has been able to correct some of the pathways, and so some of the children have grown out of it, some of the characteristics. So early intervention is very, very important. Again, if you have a child with autism and you are hiding the child, you are not seeking help for the child, please seek help. If you are a father or a parent who has also abandoned your child, remember the golden rule. It says, do unto others what you expect them to do to you.
Yes.
Today, it is your daughter or your son. Tomorrow, you could be the one who is disabled. And so, and if you are in their shoe, is that how you expect society to treat you? And so, we should learn to accept our children, accept them just as they are, and love them unconditionally with all their, challenges. Let us accept them and love them just as they are. And the community, we should build an inclusive society. We should all help build an inclusive society where persons with disability are accepted and loved, and also supported. Just as any other person needs support, they also need support to be able to unearth their talents and build on their strength. So society, I'm looking forward to seeing Ghana where persons with disability are accepted just as they are, loved, and supported. In other words, we should all build an inclusive society in our schools and in our workplaces.
Of course, yes. So, Daddy, I am very inspired, and is it inspired? I'm very proud of your evolution as Nanaya's father, as a co-parent with Mary, and I would say I'm very proud. Thank you so much for adding your voice and your value to the conversation we've been having. I want to wrap up. I want to just wrap up with 3 key things that you mentioned that I think are resonating to me. Early intervention is key. If you see, I remember when I brought my son to the first center that you had when you started Flix. And I think he was like 2 or almost 2. Mary did this test to see how quickly he would respond. She was throwing a ball or something at him to see how his communication or his development, if it was on track. And fortunately, he was on track and he's now above track. So for all the parents out there, if you see there's any difference, any slight nuance in your child's development, please seek the help. And that was your second point. Seek the help. And the more we do that, the more we will be able to build a more inclusive environment, inclusive home, inclusive school systems, inclusive society where we can accept all people in spite of our differences. So I am very, very grateful for your views and your insights. Every time I speak to you guys, it feels like I'm back with family. So thank you so much for adding your voice and your insights to this conversation.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I thank you for the opportunity to.
Thank you. This has been Ability Talks with Elizabeth Patterson. Our guest today has been Mr. Benjamin Kuffour, educator, father of Nanaya Kuffour, co-parent to Mary Amwa Kuffour. Thank you so much for being our guest today. I hope our viewers took a lot out of it. Have a good rest of your day, Mr. Kuffour. Thank you once again.